So what do we mean when we talk about abrasion resistance? With grips, it is always about making them as rough as possible, so that they last as long as possible. At some point you will see that when the grips become smooth or are polished in quotation marks, they are worn out. We briefly talked about this earlier. There is the possibility of upcycling. So, how can I influence this abrasion resistance? First of all, of course, with the choice of foam that you use to create your original grip. It can be quite rough, as you can see here. Then it can be very fine. This is often also an aesthetic issue. However, the main argument is that the contact area on which you stand should be as large as possible. If you have many small spikes that stick up high, you are standing on a small area. If you have a smooth surface with indentations, then the contact area is significantly larger and the grips also last longer. Topic 1. We have also already mentioned topic 2. The silicone molds should be warm. When you pour in the material, the reaction begins. It is hottest in the center, where the reaction is fastest, and it cools down towards the outside if the silicone is not preheated. That means if you try after a few minutes, the grip in the middle is already hard, while the outer contact area with the silicone is still soft. A chemical shrinkage occurs here. This cannot be avoided. It is what it is, and then pulls material away from the surface. And that is precisely the area that is important as it generates the abrasion. If you have a lower density in the material surface, then the abrasion resistance of the grip cannot be good either. You will notice this when you scratch it with your fingernail. You can easily scratch it. So really make sure that the silicone mold is warm. We don't want this wear on the surface. We want to achieve maximum performance from the product both inside and out. So what do we need now? First of all, a great material, for example, our duranity. Then, of course, you need the processing parameters. They are just as important as the material because the material can be good. If you don't pay attention to that, then the final product cannot be good either.